everyone, I'm your girl Melody Trice. We're live here in Los Angeles at the African American Museum for the 12th annual Evening Under the Stars. Founder Areva Martin talking about autism, kids with special needs as well as adults. You definitely want to stay tuned to the interviews here on the gold carpet. Remember, you're watching the Melody Trice Show. We'll be back.
Once there was a boy who did the same thing again and again. One day, he was told he had autism. He got help and slowly learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
With Areva Martin, it is so exciting to be here with you. So how do it feel going into your 12th year?
Almost unbelievable. This event started in my backyard, literally in my backyard, with just close friends and family members, and we didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know how we would sustain ourselves, how we would grow, how we would get the resources necessary, and the outpouring of support has just been amazing, from corporations, from individuals to foundations. We've been able to sustain an organization, grow an organization, and bring the best in what our community needs. You know, not just no seconds, just the best. And that's been really...
That's why I got involved with it. Areva Martin, I've been knowing her for a while and all the work that she's been doing. So I wanted to figure out a way how I can be a part of it.
So what would you tell the parents out there that's dealing with a child that has autism? What kind of word would you give them?
Well, first of all, to find an organization like Special Needs Network, and so they can get involved, because there's so many things out there, the resources that are available for them that they don't even know about. So that'll be
Well, the Special Needs Network is such an incredible organization, doing so much good for so many people in this great city of ours. But secondly, honoring Herb Weston, my close friend and colleague, and honoring him especially with all he's accomplished in this city, especially for healthcare this last year.
Wow. So do you have anyone personal that has dealt with autism or any special needs?
I do. I have a lot of friends who have autistic children, and it's really a struggle. I mean, if you're, it feels when it first happens, you feel like you're on.
We are here with Miss India America. I love the Crown Girl. So look, I want to ask you this question. How important is it for you to be at an event like this?
It's super important. Honestly, I'm actually a behavioral interventionist for children with special needs. So it's just such an honor to be here, and I'm definitely here to represent my clients.
She had an event at the Ebony Showcase about 5-6 years ago, I think, maybe even longer than that. And she brought all the Black and Hispanic and minority children together. And I had never been in a room. I didn't know it existed. You kind of, you hear about stuff. When you're in a room with 500 children and their parents, and you get on the stage and all of the actors that were there said the same thing. And I said, wow, I didn't know this condition, autism, had impacted our community in those numbers, because I always believed in charity work. I knew that was part of it. My mother was Mother Teresa's sister, so we had to do it. Yeah, she was. And so we had to do. There was no, part of that. But to see that, and I said, oh my God, I didn't know this existed. And so when something educates you and brings you into a circle, there's no room to get out. And you said, I got to do whatever I do. But I admire her. I admire the community we have built with minority children. I was at the toy fair at Christmas and gave
daily life. I've experienced it firsthand, and I also have a really close neighbor whose son is on the spectrum as well. And, I interact with them a lot, and I see the dealings with it. So it's definitely, something that awareness needs to be raised about, and it's.
What is it to be at an event like this, especially with autism, and do it touch home for you?
Oh, yes, it does. I don't have anyone in my family in particular that is autistic, but there are many friends that I have autistic children or someone in their family. So I am 100% to helping the cause and helping my friend Areva Martin.
Yeah. It goes along with what I do when I'm not an actor. It goes along with what I do, because I've been running agencies for special needs adults for 30 years. I started when I was 27.
amazing event.
It has been such a blessing for us to be able to, A, serve the community by building this new light rail that's just transforming Crenshaw and Inglewood, but to do that and be able to give back to organizations like Special Needs Network that do so much for the same community. So it's like we're all building something great together.
To support special needs, do you personally have anyone that you know that's dealing with that?
Yeah, you know, it's crazy. My family's been dealing with special needs for over like 40 years. Like both of my grandparents have had special needs homes from the Bay Area all the way out here to Los Angeles. So we actually have a special needs home not too far from here off of McConnell. It's called the McConnell Home. So I've worked actually was my first job.
Really?
So yeah. So
we hit home.
Oh yeah, automatically. Yeah.
So look, tell us.
These events are extremely important to me. I myself grew up with a disability and was graciously invited to the gala for the Jonathan Foundation this year, and it was a foundation that hit home for me.
Hello everyone, I know you have been enjoying all these amazing interviews here on the gold carpet, talking to them about autism and special needs. You definitely want to go out and support such an amazing event because it's a fundraiser to raise funds in order to bring awareness to people about autism and special needs. So you definitely want to stay tuned to the Melody Trice Show, where we are living life unlimited. Till next time, bye-bye.